And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. A fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Discards a man. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Hodges getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's reverse. Creates a little space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And good offensive coordinators consistently do this. Consistently get your guy in space, let him use that speed, and defenses, they don't have a clue how to catch him. When you got a guy that gets full speed ahead to start the play, I love it because your angles have to be perfect. They weren't. A successful run by the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Knowles! What a grab and go for the score.
Number 86 with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
That makes the score Florida State 7, NC State 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Oh, it's a reverse. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense. You get the third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great...
He'll take a shot. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of back.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. On to attempt to try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Wark Dunworth, you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Trying to get to it. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew him, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 14, Florida State 7.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He leaves it with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll run it on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Feeling some heat. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. The AT unit on the field.
With the carry.
Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. New Mexico State is ahead of this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Army. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hodges. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, NC State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Ncaa. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense set up with a second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina.